Good morning, everybody. On this Sunday, we are looking live at beautiful Lake Lanier, although it's probably very chilly there this morning. Thanks for checking in with us. I'm Megan Packer with First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. And Courtney, this morning you were talking about a first alert that's in place. It's downright cold for some people up in North Georgia.
That's right. Yeah, even Hall County, where Lake Lanier is under a frost advisory until 10 o'clock. So that just expired, but needless to say, it was a little cold up there. It'll be a really beautiful day, though. So
good, just like yesterday. Oh my goodness, yesterday was picture perfect.
Yes.
I kept saying I want to bottle this, so you say that we might even do better today. So we'll check in just a minute. And right now, though, we're going to get you caught up with some of the top stories this morning, including this right now. In Gwinnett County, the police department is offering some incentives to try to recruit new officers to that department. We were there yesterday at a hiring event, and we were learning that Gwinnett Police are offering $4,700 hiring bonuses, $2,000 for moving. This is all an effort to, of course, attract new officers to that department. Gwinnett Police say it takes about 90 days to hire somebody, including going through the orientation process, a physical exam, and a background check. And we heard from people who were out there yesterday. They were eager to make this their career. Also in Gwinnett County yesterday, this was the first event of its kind, the Dash for Domestic Violence, the inaugural event put on by the Gwinnett Solicitor's Office. They say that the goal is to educate the community about this issue and to help survivors. Take a listen to what the Gwinnett Solicitor General told us.
The more we can remove the stigma about talking about it, the more we can remove the ickiness involved when we discuss what's actually happening, is the more we can normalize eliminating it.
And all of this money that was out there raised yesterday will go to 3 different Metro Atlanta organizations to continue to provide resources and educate the community about domestic violence. Well, Braves fans are hoping for a different outcome when the Braves take on the Phillies tomorrow night. The Phillies did beat the Braves last night in Game 1 of the NLDS. In Atlanta, home game, Game 2, tomorrow night. Fans will be back out there at the Battery. Faithful fans packed the area, not only inside Truist Park, but you can see here at the Battery, they were out there watching the game and checking out all of the food and the offerings. Fans will be back out showing their support. The Braves asking everybody to keep repping the A. Game 2 tomorrow night at 6:07, and then they go on to play in Philly Wednesday. Today, if you are looking for something to do outside today, it is your last day to check out some amazing sights up in the sky. We are talking about the Atlanta Air Show in Peachtree City. Day 2, wrapping up today. One of the highlights, if you're out there, is a special demonstration of the U.S. Air Force's F-22 Raptor. How amazing is that to see in person? We spoke with one pilot about what it takes to maintain those fighter jets, got a little bit of insight for them. So you can imagine it's just as fun for them, I would imagine, to be up in the sky, putting this show on for everybody. And it is just an absolutely beautiful day out there. There are fall festivals and lots of things to get you in the spirit for the Halloween time, because Courtney, I will tell you, this is really, it's the coldest temperatures that we have felt in at least 5 months, right?
Yeah, early May was the last time that we had temperatures below 50 degrees for the morning and afternoon highs below 70. So, yes, it's been
a while. We got to find where those jackets are because we needed them today.
Yes, especially for all of our friends in the mountains. Even Canton made it into the upper 30s this morning. So, it's a cold start, but this afternoon is just going to be spectacular. So, for the air show, all the art festivals going on, it's just going to be a great day to get out and enjoy it.
Nice. So, all right. Well, we know we got to get you to the forecast here because everybody wants to know what we can expect not only today, but going back to work and school tomorrow.
Yeah, and we do have some changes. A little bit of something for everybody this week. If you like the warmer weather, if you like the cooler weather, if you want some rain, we've got all of it on the 7-day forecast. So get ready for kind of a little bit of a roller coaster of a week weather-wise, just with all of the changes that are ultimately going to be on the way. So here's a look at where we were this morning in the 40s, the upper 40s, inside the perimeter. Our average low is 59. So we were 12 degrees below that this morning. Definitely strange for this time of year. And again, with it being the coolest temperature since May, we did issue a first alert for the day today, just to give you a heads up that you kind of need to go about your day differently. You're going to need to bring out the jackets. You're going to need some of the heavier layers today, at least for the morning. And so just prepare for the day a little bit differently. And again, we have some warmer air on the way as well, just in time for the start of the work week. So we're going to take you through all of it this morning. Again, cold start to the day. Temperatures are gradually warming. We'll generally be near 60 by 11 o'clock, so you might need at least a light jacket through 11. And then as we head through the afternoon today, temperatures are going to top out in the mid to upper 60s. If you're in the higher elevations of the mountains, you'll top out in the low 60s today. It will be breezy. Notice that northwest wind between about 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusts as high as 15 to 20 today. So a little breezy, but not quite as windy as yesterday, but definitely noticeable if you're headed out and about today. And you're planning on wearing your hair down or anything like that, might kind of blow around in your face. I know that was my case yesterday when I was wandering out and about, but again, not quite as blustery as yesterday, but there will still be a breeze present that you'll notice. Here's a look at your temperatures area-wide today. So low 60s again for the higher elevations of the mountains. If you're headed to go apple picking, maybe you're going to some of the wineries this afternoon, it's just going to be beautiful up there. Low to mid 60s in most of our suburbs. Will be generally near 70 from Atlanta southward today, but really just a stunning day. Lots of sunshine, that breeze, the low humidity. It's going to be beautiful. Overnight tonight, lows will drop into the low to mid 40s. Inside the perimeter, I think you'll be upper 40s again, maybe some upper 30s in the mountains, but I do think it'll be at least a little warmer tomorrow morning, but still jacket worthy. So as you're thinking about starting the new work week, I know there are some students off for fall break this week, but if the kids have to go to school this week, because I know the schedules are kind of staggered, gonna need the jacket tomorrow morning for sure. Now the afternoon tomorrow will be warmer. Low to mid 70s, 76 degrees for a high in Atlanta. So if you are headed to the Braves game tomorrow night at Truist Park, 6:07 first pitch, very much like last night. You want the short sleeves, the long pants, and you'll want to just bring a light jacket with you because the temperatures will drop once the sun sets. The sun's setting right after 7 o'clock this time of year. So we'll be in the 60s, the low 60s at that by the time the game wraps up. So it'd be a good idea to bring a light jacket with you if you're planning on heading to Truist Park tomorrow night, where they hopefully will get a win tomorrow. So here's a look at your temperatures the next 6 days. As I mentioned, some warmer air on the way, not only tomorrow, but as we head into Tuesday, temperatures will be near 80 degrees. We'll be in the upper 70s on Wednesday. And as we head towards the weekend, next weekend, notice that cool down. Well, we're going to have another cold front move in that could give us a really beautiful weekend next weekend as well. But first, we're going to have some rain roll into the forecast, which is something we need. So we will take the rain as much as we can get. It doesn't look like we're going to get much measurable rainfall from this rain chance that's on the way, but something is better than nothing at this point because our drought conditions are continuing to worsen across the state. So let's talk about our first rain chance. We're actually going to be watching what is Tropical Storm Lydia. This is a Pacific storm. So the Atlantic Basin and the Pacific Basin have different lists of names. So Lydia would not be something you would see form in the Atlantic, only the Pacific, and that is currently what is along the west coast of the peninsula of Mexico. And so that's going to cross over Mexico as we head into Tuesday and fall apart, become a remnant low. It's going to ride along our cold front that moved through on Saturday morning. That will kind of serve as almost a highway for this remnant low to go along, and it'll bring rain to the Gulf Coast and potentially some of our southern communities on Wednesday and Thursday, but bring a lot of rain to South Florida. I was looking at some of the rainfall totals. If you had plans to travel to Florida for any reason, if that's where your fall break is taking you, they could pick up upwards of 8 to 10 inches of rain in South Florida, especially like down towards the Keys. So definitely a rainy pattern setting up to our south. We could use some sort of rain like that. Now, we don't want it in excess of that because that causes flooding concerns, but any rain will be much welcome. So we'll look for a rain chance south of the city Wednesday and Thursday. Now, Friday, we'll have a cold front move in. The timing on this to be determined. The timing of this will ultimately determine how cold Saturday ends up being, because if it moves in later, then Saturday will start a little warmer, but if it moves through during the day on Friday and that cold air settles in by Saturday, then that'll change the whole way that Saturday goes. But right now, we'll keep a rain chance Friday into Saturday morning, and then we'll start to dry out as we head towards the end of the day on Saturday and into Sunday, and that will hopefully give us a really beautiful weekend next weekend. We have Atlanta Pride next weekend, so So hopefully the forecast shapes up beautifully for that. Right now, it's on track to look really good by the end of next weekend. So here's a look at your forecast rain totals through Saturday. So if you remember me showing you this yesterday, we could have picked up about an inch of rain. It seems like we're trending drier, guys. So we don't want that. We really need the rain. So hopefully this can change in a more wet direction for us, because we just need to pick up some rain in order to get out of our deficit, or at least close the gap on our deficit. But right now we're looking at maybe a trace to about 1/10 of an inch of rain at best across North Georgia. So everyone do your rain dance, because we could use it. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast. First alert today for the cooler and breezy day. Again, the coolest day since early May today. And then we'll wake up in the 40s again tomorrow. Highs in the mid-70s, 80 on Tuesday. And then showers mainly south of the city Wednesday and Thursday. We'll introduce a scattered shower chance on Friday along that cold front. Right now we'll keep a 40% coverage. That could go up, that could go down, depending on how much moisture that front has to work with. And then we'll trend cooler for the weekend with maybe a small rain chance for Saturday morning. All right, everyone, enjoy the beautiful day today. It is just going to be wonderful. It's going to feel so comfortable out there with all the sunshine, the low humidity, and the breeze. So truly get out and enjoy it. And we'll catch you here next time.